Okay, how does this sound? Okay, sweet. Looks good. Well, I hope y'all are having a great day. I sure as hell know I am. I've kind of just enjoying life as it is right now. I wanted to kind of actually just get out a Meta Knight matchup chart with Meta Knight being my main. I tried doing a lot of like initial thinking about it before I got this out to y'all, and whenever I was doing my own research, I was kind of thinking about what the online one said, and I ended up disagreeing a lot. Event hubs. I ended up disagreeing with this one a lot because I feel like Midnight wins a lot more matchups than this. Because I feel like across his speed and whatnot, he could honestly kind of just air camp people and platform camp, especially after you get your frame 3 down air, take lead, and then just start whiff punishing people like that with literally everything Meta Knight has. Sometimes he can gimp you at 0 with drill semi spike. And before I get more into this, I'm going to put on some music. Like always, in every one of my streams, I do not own any of the music I play. I'm just a video gaming stoner who enjoys music, memory, believes music is an expression of the soul. And yeah. So first song up is This Is My World by Junkin Mercules. How does it sound on this end? I'm going to turn down my personal headphones a little bit. Turn this down a little more. So yeah, let's get this started. I'm gonna add another one. So as close to even as possible. Mostly even, but slight Meta Knight advantage. Mostly Meta Knight win. Fat Meta Knight win. And let me do the reverse. Mostly even opponent or slight opponent favor. Or did I put? Oh yeah, no, it was win. Move those two things. Mostly opponent win. And then this is X going to give it to y'all DMX, or give it to ya. Free opponent win. Okay, so I'm going to kind of just spitball this. for me personally, the hardest matchups for Meta Knight are definitely all the spacies. But if I would say, Falco is definitely the hardest, especially with the way his up tilt works, or not up tilt, up air is, where it's kind of like a overhead kick. It can lead to a lot more devastation. Falco's projectile is a little bit faster and goes longer than Wolf, so plus the stunning fact can really make it hard for Meta Knight. So if I were to say, I would say probably Wolf would be the easiest out of the actual spacies. But with each of them, you have to play very fucking grounded, and you have to do a lot of jab loop multi-punish to get a lot of your mileage. Of course, edge guarding is going to be mostly like alright, because that's what Meta Knight is one of his best things, but just the combination of having a projectile at practically any point and having disjoint speed on top of it, it just makes for a very hard time. And it's not like heavy projectiles, it's literally just laser to either take back, lead, camp, make it difficult to get in, yada yada. Other hard matchups are practically all of the sorties. I'm going to discuss this later. Oh, I need to add another one. And then let me put this as repeats. So yeah, that. So Hero would probably be the main exception, where Hero, honestly, I'm going to put Hero in as close to even, just because of, with Hero, he has a little bit of slower attacks than a lot of the other sorties. Speaking of which, this, oh my god, no. I actually need to add another one for this because of how dog shit this matchup is. So continuing on, that's a bad matchup for same reasons. Marth, I actually think is even. The thing with it though is you have to, in this matchup, put yourself on top of Marth and make it as difficult as possible for him to not tip her. With that, you can literally out frame data and out trade Marth. Yes, Dolphin Slash is going to make it a little bit tricky to get back to, or not get back to ledge, to edge guard him. But if you have a specific timing, you can literally just catch with multi-hit, forward air, back air, and drill. What else am I missing? I'm going to consider y'all part of the projectile group, not the sortie group. That's enough. These are probably the two dog shit matchups Meta Knight has. Like this, Meta Knight gets shut out by Mithra for disjoints and speed. Trying to get out disadvantage is horrendous. And same thing with Ike. though it's not the speed aspect, it's just how hard Ike hits. So Steve, honestly, I feel like that would be mostly even slight Meta Knight favor. Don't quote me on this, but I think interdimensional cape goes through block. If not, I can literally, depending on the stage, I could literally just run off of platform and jump from block, see how they're going to react, and if they're still mining, hit them with drill spike. Because depending on where they have their normal wall at, that's practically perfect angling for Midnight drill spike. You're also repeat. You're also actually more baller than Olimar. Fucking virgin. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of go through these as quick as possible since I got the like hardest matchups out of the way. Alf, I feel like mostly Meta Knight will win all of your aerials, and excluding, I believe, interdimensional slash hits Pikmin off of you, and then you can literally just jump over Pikmin and hit them at an angle. Banjo-Kazooie, you hit a little bit harder and you can make things a little bit difficult, but as soon as you get in disadvantage, it's a little weird. But I can just jump over your projectile, so I'm going to... Honestly, I'm going to move that to mostly Meta Knight win. Bayo, okay, this actually kind of sounds pretty hard. Because you have a couple jumps, you have disjoints, you have speed, and you have projectile. But Meta Knight's height might be able to avoid a lot of it. I'm going to probably consider that even Bayo favor. Okay, I think this is a fat oh, not Dark Samus. Is a fat Meta Knight win. Across from bridges, which I don't even really do, I'm more of just popping people up into the air. So I guess it might be a little more of a specific way I play Meta Knight, but I think this is almost a free matchup. Only thing you have to worry about is Bowser killing you at 40, like every other matchup basically for Bowser anyway. Bowser Jr. So I've faced a couple of Bowser Jr.'s. I'm not the most experienced in this matchup, but from how it seems, I would probably consider it slight Meta Knight favor. Just because of the fact that really all you're doing is setting up Koopa, like the Koopa Bomb, using side B, which you can literally just avoid by jumping, and you up B, think you're smart with hitting whenever you're literally just Bowser Jr., but yeah, I don't... Okay, the more I'm thinking about this, I feel like Meta Knight just has more and more outs to what you want to do. Byleth, you're slow, so I don't have to really treat you like a real character, and I can whiff a lot of what you want to do when you want to do it through my jump placement and drag downs. So I feel like, yeah, because I don't see how you can like actually wall me out. And if I have lead, I'm going to stand 2 or 3 zones away. So you're going to have to chase me. Yeah, no. I'm putting that mostly Matt and I win. Samus, Dark Samus, I'm going to just consider y'all the same character. There's a little bit of a difference between how y'all's dash. I can't down tilt Dark Samus because of the slight floatiness aspect. Honestly, what are you going to do whenever... So I faced a couple of Dark Samuses in my local area, and all they literally did was just try and hit me with projectiles, and whenever they would get frustrated for me jumping 2 or 3 times, not hit, they would come up, try and up air me. I would whiff punish, back air, drag down 2, yeah. So I'm going to consider that. Falcon, I consider that even. You can out damage, but you can have a fairly hard time hitting me. But when you do, it hurts. Oh, this is Alpha Omega Machine Gun Kelly. Honestly, I would consider Charizard. Oh yeah, as I was saying with Falcon, but you get comboed hard. That was wrong side. By it. The biggest thing with Charizard you gotta remember is up B out of shield, or up B out of shield and up B super armor mid combo, because if you're not going to get your combo pieces, you're probably going to die depending on stage and percentage rage, yada yada, because Charizard's a fat boy. Peach Daisy, you're practically same character. Daisy. Honestly, I might consider that a fat win for Meta Knight. I don't see what this character does in the matchup. Like, yeah, you have your Peach combo, but I'm Meta Knight, I'm a ball, I'm floaty, so I don't get hit as much. I literally take turnips from you and just turn your combo into mine. Dark Pit. Honestly, I would oh, that's Diddy, not Dark Pit. Slight opponent when you hit a little bit harder, you have multi-hits, so it makes it a little more difficult. You can super armor side B. You have as many jumps as I do, so it makes it a little more difficult to get where you're going to edge guard, especially with how many versatility you have. I would consider Diddy a mostly Meta Knight win. Okay, so for a lot of the mostly Meta Knight wins, they're mostly probably going to be like items-based characters, and I think the reason I think this is because I used to play a bunch of items characters, Snake, Link, yada yada. Diddy, of course. So I know how to play with items, and I think they're really fucking fun. So I consider that a lot of items characters kind of irrelevant, especially since I know how to play items. DK, you're mostly a Meta Knight win, but as soon as I get in disadvantage, I take a shit ton, but that's the fact of putting me in disadvantage. Dr. Mario, this might actually sound a little crazy, y'all, but I think Dr. Mario is even as close, like that is by far one of the epitome of, like, if they're playing optimal keeping neutral, getting their kill confirms. Dude, this matchup is a struggle. Especially with having a projectile and having such a great auto shield with uppy and up smash. You can literally just out damage Meta Knight every time I want to try and get near your shield. I did not mean to do that. Duck Hunt, you're a projectile character. I don't see how you're relevant. Also, since I have this now, I'm going to move you down. Ganon, kind of same thing with DK, hit hard. You're either toward, you're in between here. I'm not going to make another tier for it. I already have enough. Greninja. Let me think about this. You have a projectile, but if I remember right, I overall out damage you, so I think I might be able to do this, especially because of your fall speed. It makes it fairly easy to combo you and get stray strings. Also, by the way, this is Power Kanye West. I'm going to go ahead and switch songs. Let's go Heart of a Champion, Nelly. Ice Climbers. This is one of the matchups where you literally just get one down air and camp. And basically, from there, you almost have a free win because everything from there, Ice Climbers can't chase you. You have too much speed. You can go under you can go under the stage as long as you don't, you know, accidentally kill yourself by hitting stage. But yeah, like getting Nana and Popo separated is really easy, and at that point, whichever you have, slightly separate them and then move to the other Ice Climber. That's all you have to do for this matchup, is take percentage lead with like down air, nair, landing nair, see whichever where the Ice Climbers go, and from there just target Popo. As soon as Nana starts getting back, drop the string with Popo, move to Nana, push Nana back, and literally just keep center stage. There is nothing I can mentally conscribe that Ice Climbers can do. Incineroar, actually, you fucking hurt. I'm going to consider you mostly even but slight opponent win, because yes, your recovery is hella like exploitable with you can potentially just get hit with a down air and die off the side. But as soon as you get into a specific range on stage, literally everything Incineroar hits can trade with you and out damage you. So you really have to be on top with your edge guards. But overall, your disadvantage is horrendous. Let's move Inkling down. Honestly, I might consider this slight Meta Knight win. Yeah, you're going to get up thrown up air, but what character doesn't at least once? You could literally get to avoid splatter shot. You get a splat gun. Roller just isn't an option because you can stay on platform. And as soon as you can literally drill side angle and literally get rid of practically every of their defensive options, excluding shield. Isabelle. This is a mostly projectile, but you don't have a hitbox on your uppy, so edge guarding is free. as soon as you're in disadvantage, you're practically in disadvantage for the entire time. Ivysaur. Honestly, really the only things Ivysaur has on is Nair if I'm playing too aggressive, and forward air slash up air string, and excluding that, you are such a midweight and medium size that comboing you is fairly easy. You have a horrible time getting out of disadvantage, and plus once you're in disadvantage and trying to switch, you're going to Charizard. So just taking the circumstance, I would probably consider that a mostly Meta Knight win. Joker. I might consider this. Oh no. I'm going to consider that a slight opponent win, especially as soon as Arsen's out. You can frame data box Joker fairly well. It's just the fact of, oh, they now have top tier DLC privilege. Ooh, also, I want to drink this. Someone at my local scene gave me this, the TO. It is yerba. I'm not sponsored or anything, but this is a 0 calorie, 0 sugar, plant-based energizer drink. It has 0 calories, and yeah, non-GMO ingredients, and it's all plant-based. That is not what I was expecting with it. That's interesting. It's not bad. Plain, simple, delicious. Watermelon strawberry. 160 milligrams of caffeine. You ain't never had to lift a finger, would you linger like fuck 'em all? Guess it's your call, but I can't. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Switch it to plan like homie that went from Verizon to Sprint. Can you hear me now? Does anybody out there feel me now? What's your name? What's your game? Come now, boy, just switch your flow. Feel the pain. Yeah, that's actually very fucking good. I forgot what I was saying about Joker, but yeah. Top tier DLC. Slightly their favor, but mostly even. Joker, or Jigglypuff, not Joker. Honestly, one of the very few characters that can actually air-to-air Jiggle or Meta Knight, and I have better frame data, and I have slightly better disjoints with those, but Jigglypuff has like better comboing disjoints, if that makes sense to y'all. So it's a really weird matchup, but it's really fun. So, and I'm partially basing this off of my experience with Oklahoma's best Jigglypuff, Cannon Red, because I did play him this week, and that matchup is still fairly fresh in my mind. But yeah, continuing on, I'm going to just group all the Shotos. This is a mostly Meta Knight win. The only one I would say is an exception is Ken, just because of having the better frame data of all of the Shotos. Excuse me. But overall, I feel like Kazuya is actually probably the easiest out of them. I just jump camp, and with Punish, all of their initial startings. Next up would be Ryu. The different Shoryus actually makes it really fucking difficult. And then Terry. Actually, no. I take back the Kazuya. I feel like Terry would actually be the easiest. It is probably the easiest to get in on him. It is the easiest to edge guard, and overall I feel like he doesn't have as much oomph here, but he has more here. But across both, it doesn't add up well for Terry. DDD, you're a projectile heavy. I can literally just combo you for free. Same thing with King K. Kirby, mostly Meta Knight Wing. A lot of same things with Jigglypuff, but you don't have rest. And what is Kirby going to do with Tornado, honestly? Link, you can honestly bob and weave around Boomerang, Arrow, and Bomb really well. The only thing is you have to really not get hit by Nair and forward air, but those are fairly predictable at the angles they go at. So I would consider that slightly Meta Knight favor. Little Mac, I don't see what Little Mac does. Okay, no. Kind of. I want to put you towards here. Yeah, I literally just hit you and use my platforms. As soon as you overextend and try and get to me, I kind of just kill you, by putting you off stage with F-tilt back air. So with that, I don't see really what you can do. Yes, you can kill me hella easy, but I don't see myself getting into that spot. Lucario. Okay, so this is actually probably going to be kind of in here, because with it, if I don't get my drag down F-tilt, great positioning into, I didn't mean to do that, F-tilt Nair position off stage, you could honestly probably kill me at like 40, and it kind of scares me. Lucas, I consider this mostly a Meta Knight win. I'm basing this off of a Lucas that I know who the player's name is Shogun, and he actually uses box Lucas, and literally I just jump and whiff punish whatever he tries and do. I don't see, I'll get hit by stuff every once in a while, but if I'm in tourney scene with it, oh, by the way, this is first class Jack Harlow, I just don't see how you consistently hit me. Lucina, oh, that's the sortie I forgot. That's practically a free opponent win. Actually, no. I might consider y'all, because, yeah, I'm going to consider y'all there. Because I can see the whole city from this balcony. Back in 2019, I was outside freely, but now they got it out for me. Yeah. I don't care what fraternity you was in, you can't out for me. Okay, so with it, I can actually mostly whiff punish what you can do. Main reason I moved Crom down is just because I can drill spike his recovery fairly easily. And if I read an edge guard wrong, I can still use drill punish and bounce back to ledge. So it's like I didn't even miss the punish. Luigi. I'll consider that slight opponent win. Just because of the fact, if you really wanted to, you could lull down B and just out damage me. Mario, I'm going to put you with Dr. Mario. A lot of the same things apply for this matchup. If I remember right, you do a little less damage than Doc. So, but overall, you're a little faster and a little harder to edge guard. But kind of the same things apply. Mega Man. You're a projectile character, so I'm probably going to put you in here. I can just jump over it. Ditto. Even. I honestly really like the Ditto. Mewtwo. I don't see what this character does. The only things they have is outranging F tilt and up tilt. But whenever I'm not online, I can react to the tempo they're going at and literally just combo out of it for whiff punishing your timing. Me Brawler. I'm going to consider that a mostly opponent win because it's kind of like, no, the more I think about your moves, I'm going to consider you practically a free opponent win because you're basically Fox and Falco mixed as one with Diddy down air. Yeah, that matchup sounds hard. Me Gunner. You're a projectile character, you're going to move around a bunch, but I can literally just jump over. Me Sword, I consider that a free win. I don't see what that character does to hit me at all, because you can't angle trap me. Min Min, I consider you actually a mostly Meta Knight win. I can just literally jump over all of your arms. The only thing I have to be worried about is if you're up smashing out of shield. But at that point, I literally just jump up, bait it out, drag down, back air you. Game & Watch. I actually don't know how this would go. Okay, I don't want flag for this, but because I haven't faced a Game & Watch, I don't know what to expect. But for initially thinking, probably going, because if you want to up B out of shield, I could literally just put Tornado at the top point of your shield, and as soon as shield drops for up B, you get hit out of it. I have bounce off of shield as well. Yeah, no, I might move this up actually. I'm going to have to do some testing with it, but I might. Man, I don't know, because a lot of your game plan comes from up B out of shield, up smash out of shield, which one of them I can punish. The other one, if you're getting into that state, I'm just going to avoid your shield. And if you get me into off stage, I really don't care if you chef. Yeah, I'm gonna consider this a mostly Meta Knight win. Ness, your juggling is a little bit difficult, and if I get caught in forward air, it's a little difficult for me to get out. But really, I just shut out PK Thunder and PK Fire with interdimensional cape and jumping. I might consider you a... I'm going to put you at the end section of mostly even slight Meta Knight. Pac-Man. So with this, I would probably consider that mostly. This song isn't helping me think. Let's go reverse. Vigmensa GEZ. Let me think about this a little bit more. Aston Martin, push button motor, Migos on the ice, anti-sober. Don't get hurt. I'm gonna consider it even, because Hydrant is non-existent for me. I don't really have to worry about fruit, excluding if they're actually doing pack combos. I don't think I get hit by much of them, and with it I can literally kind of just jump camp and whiff punish aerials as Meta Knight. Palu. Mostly opponent win. Free opponent win. That sounds hard as hell. You want to... No. I'm going to do what I initially thought. Most opponent win. Really, only thing you have to be worried about is positioning of auto reticle and explosive flame, which there's like a good, I want to say 35 angle where you get hit by neither, and if they do one or the other, it's like after English please, if they do it back to back, like auto reticle, explosive flame, auto reticle, whichever, how you want to go about it, it's punishable with drill because they're in lag between both. And if you're at the top of auto reticle, you can air dodge, or if you're at the bottom going up, about to get caught by auto reticle, you can air dodge. Oh, camera's over here. I don't know why I'm doing over here. Okay, so Palu, Meta Knight, explosive flame, auto reticle, Meta Knight. You can air dodge up through, and then they're still in lag from auto reticle, and you have time to fast fall down air out of your air dodge lag. So a lot of the setups Palu has, I can kind of avoid them, but I've got to be paying attention. Pichu. Mostly Meta Knight win. You're going to out damage yourself, and then I literally just kill you with literally just about any of my specials, just because of the fact of you damage yourself, your largest character in the game, and you don't have a hitbox on your recovery, so I can intercept it with drill and still be fine. One I'll consider even, though, is Pika. The only exception is if the Pikachu is adept in quick attack comboing, which means hitting with quick attack, landing, and then comboing out of it. That's the only time I feel like Meta Knight struggles in this, because Meta Knight can match speed, jump over T-Jolt, don't gotta worry about it. Meta Knight can 100% reside within the halfway point between where the hitbox of Thunder and the spike hitbox of Thunder is. So afterwards, you can literally just whiff punish if they want to do that. And also a lot of their aerials. The only thing is, sometimes you really have to hold shield just so that you don't get hit by strays. Piranha Plant, practically free. I don't need to explain why. You're bad. Pit. Mostly Meta Knight favor, just because of the fact of you don't do as much damage and it's a lot easier to dodge your stuff in contrast to getting out traded. I've been doing the Pokemon separate. Pyramithra, I already have Mithra. Okay. If you get hit by Pyra, you're going to take a lot. But it's the fact of actually hitting you. And that's the best way to put it. If they want to get overextend and try and hit you with Psybe, it's literally your combo now. Projectile character. And then I'm also going to move you down because y'all are the same character. Kind of same thing with Palo's Auto Explosive Flame. There's a very similar angle where you can be at where you get hit by neither cross or axe. And if they decide to either do one or the other into forward air or up air, then really you can literally just switch up your approach to accommodate that by either going more up or more in, and then just whiff punish them, and it's almost free disadvantage afterwards. Only thing is, if you get hit by as soon as you get hit by 2, 3, 4 projectiles, it's a little more difficult to reset your jumps and work your way around and be like able to whiff punish Richter. You're big, you're light, and you're combo food. Only thing is, sometimes you do get caught by up tilt, which is a pain, but with your size, your height, your weight, you are practically free combo food and free edge guarding food. Same thing with Rob, you're a little more on the projectile based. Robin, projectile based, you're slow. I do not have to treat you with respect in any regards in this game. Rosa, you can be a little bit difficult, but the thing is, Luma can be a little bit difficult, and you can get anti-airs, but if you're able to position yourself to landing nair between Rosa and Luma, then you should be able to have a decent time with this matchup. I don't know why you're in there, especially since there's already the Mies. Sephiroth. I would consider it slight Meta Knight, or not Meta Knight, Sephiroth. Main reason I say this is the ending lag of Nair and Advantage Orbs makes it really difficult for Meta Knight to push and air camp. Having the disjoint doesn't make it easier, but your tall and light kind of same on the same sense of. I'm moving you to even. I've convinced myself. Sheik. I'm considering you slight opponent favor just because you have 2 projectiles and you're one of the very few characters that can actually frame data box with Meta Knight. But overall, I personally outdamage you, and your recoveries can be partially linear. It's just a matter of fact of mixing it up for your recoveries. But if I get a read on which angle you like to go at for your recoveries, can make it a little tricky, is the only thing. Next up is Shulk. I gotta think about this one. I'm going to consider that a mostly opponent. The only thing is, okay, so I heard this from Ben, the best Shulk in Oklahoma, and to beat Shulk, you only need to win neutral twice. At that point, Shulk is out of resources, basically. And I'm kind of taking that into consideration, and I'm thinking of how would those 2 neutral situations might play out. Of course, you have you're going to outdamage me and outrange me, but I can outframe data you, and I can match some of your speed. I can't match your jump, but as soon as you're off stage, it's almost free game for me. So I'm going to consider that mostly even slight. Opponent win. Snake. You're going to mostly outdamage me, but you're still a projectile character who relies on edge trapping. So I don't have to worry about you as much. I can just interdimensional cape through it. I can. Oh god, you fucking scared me short as shit. Ooh, shit. Oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I can literally just camp platforms and yeah. So with that, it's kind of, do I get to camp you and outframe data you whenever things are close? Or are you going to just throw grenades because? So either or, with me being Meta Knight, I just kind of just don't see the point of it, especially as soon as you're off stage. Edge guarding Cypher is one of the freest things in the game, IMO. Sonic, I would honestly consider that even. I don't want to talk about it. I really don't know what to expect from that matchup. One matchup I fucking hate and despise. You're nigh unkillable. You have a pretty... You're going to recover practically every time. You're floaty, so it makes you difficult to combo. You have disjoints, and you have projectiles. You're everything I do not want to face, excluding these two. If you had Mythos... Oh my God. I don't even want to think about that. Squirtle. Mostly even. Midnight Favor. I would say overall, we can, when it comes to raw multi-hitboxes, my Fair and Bear in combination with dash back, turnaround, rapid jab for punish, I can honestly just out damage you. The only thing you really have is a be out of shield. And that's more or less just annoying than anything else. I already did Enderman, so don't need those two. Next Toon Link. You're a projectile character, and honestly, you're the worst of the links. I don't see how I get hit by your stuff, honestly. Same thing with Villager. Kind of same thing with Isabel. Wario, you're heavy, you're squatty like Midnight.
This is it, as big as you're gonna get, so enjoy it. Had to give you a career to destroy it. Lethal injection,
I'm gonna put you towards here, a little more closer to even. And then Wii Fit. Okay, for this matchup, what I think of it is, okay, edge planking versus platform camping. That's literally how this matchup boils down to. Do they accidentally regrab? I get a drill spike. Am I off the platform? I get hit by projectile. So I would probably consider that the most even matchup, excluding Ditto. Yoshi. You have Nair and Bear. That's literally about it. Depending on the stage, you might be able to hit me off of platform, but I really don't see how overall you could just outplay me, I guess. Young Link. You can throw a lot of projectiles, so you're a little more closer to even. But overall, I would consider you Midnight Favor just because all of your projectiles are linear and I'm just consistently coming at an angle. The only one here, kind of just same thing. The only thing you have to be worried about is which level of Phantom they're going at, and then how trigger happy they are with neutral B. And then CSS. I feel like Midnight mostly wins that. A lot of what makes ZSS really good, Midnight can kind of shut down because Boost Kick, the get out of jail free card it is, if you catch the timing they're going and using Boost Kick off of or not Boost Kick, Flip Kick off of ledge, you can literally catch CSS without a single option off of ledge and kill him at 10. And I did it to the number 6 PR player in Oklahoma, Caden, in friendlies. Meta Knight can actually frame data ZSS, and overall, whenever it boils down to a lot of stuff, really, if you're going to be in a position of trading, you're mostly going to be winning just because in trades as Meta Knight, you're going to be in a lot better position to act frame data wise and in like hit tumble than ZSS, because in that case, let's say we both nair and we both trade and fly off. My immediate reaction is going to be drill, because I'm assuming in this scenario I'm going to be around middle stage-esque, and you're going ZSS on a platform, nair, trade, bounce back a little bit, drill, and ZSS's best option in that scenario without an actual option is to literally fall back to ledge. But I also have the potential to drill spike in that scenario, because drill also 2 frames. The other option ZSS has is Zaire, which would be her farthest acting option, in contrast with frame data wise, because we're at a weird position where ZSS can't, and we listened to the song already. Let's go Nat, Eminem. Where none of ZSS's moves hit the angle we're at, and none of her fastest options, excluding Zaire, will every single option will get caught by drill on startup for that. So yeah, this is my matchup chart, excluding repeats. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I will see you all later. Oh, Hitchygrams, thank you for the follow yesterday. I did not see that. So if you're seeing this at a later point, thank you for the follow,